The third week of testimony beginning today in the federal sex trafficking trial of Sean Diddy Combs. Taking the stand today, Combs' former personal assistant, Capricorn Clark. Clark testifying about she was several times held against her will. She says she witnessed Combs assaulting his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. Now, she says also that there were even threats of murder in all this. Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles in court today for us. She's live outside federal court in Lower Manhattan with the very latest. Darla?
Bill, Capricorn Clark started off as a personal assistant for Sean Combs, but she made a name for herself in the industry and eventually worked her way up to head 2 of his global marketing brands. But that also meant she worked closely with Cassie Ventura. And being in this up-close center circle, she says it came with violence, threats of violence. She said one time Combs even told her he would make her kill herself. In court Tuesday morning, Capricorn Clark, a former employee of Bad Boy Entertainment, in tears as she walked jurors through incidents with Sean Combs when she was kidnapped at gunpoint, assaulted at his Miami estate, and her life was threatened. Prosecutors asking, how often did Mr. Combs make threats to you? Clark responding, often. The LA native testifying when she was first hired in 2004 that Combs and a member of his security team took her to Central Park at night, saying he didn't know that I had anything to do with Suge Knight, and if anything happened, I would have to kill you. And again in 2011, Clark testifying that Combs told Cassie and her to make sure Kid Cudi did not report the home break-in to police, and if you don't convince him of that, I'll kill all you expletive. Telling the court about a third time the night of the Kid Cudi break-in, saying, I should kill all you expletive and I should cut her face. Clark copied on this December 2011 email that Cassie Ventura sent to her mother, citing threats to hurt Scott Mescudi, the actor and musician known as Kid Cudi, whom she had just started dating. Defense attorneys challenging Clark's version of the story, asking, is it true that you went so he wouldn't do something stupid? Clark answering no. The defense attorney asking again, you're saying you didn't want to go and you told him you didn't want to go and went with him anyway? She says, yes, sir. I went because he told me I didn't have a choice. Combs' attorney, Mark Agnifilo, with the style of repeating the same question multiple times, asking again, if anything happened, you would be out of a job, right? Clark responding, I didn't want to go, sir. Agnifilo working to chip away at Clark's credibility, introducing an old text message that reads, totally unrelated to our conversation, but did you know that I had the biggest crush on you before I started working with you? Agnifilo asking Clark, do you remember telling Mr. Combs you had a crush on him ever since going back? Clark responding no. Agnifilo asking again, do you remember telling him you had the biggest crush on him? Clark responding, I don't remember this text. Now, Clark was the only witness to take the stand today. Her testimony has ended and court has ended for the day. Court will resume tomorrow morning with the testimony of an LAPD officer and an LAFD arson investigator. Reporting live in Lower Manhattan, Darla Miles, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.